without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key, running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Solo might be right back, right back, right back. Oh yes, like that, like that, like that. I told her I might be right back, right back, right back.
Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that. Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that, double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The first game's out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Saunders. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You look at this Eagle defense. Well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on first down, Saunders. It's Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing is Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. A big play there for Philly. 49 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Eagles had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road, but now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged.
And this throw will be intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Saunders. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call. You've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This now a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Saunders throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during this series, but what will be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Jalen Carter collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Tries the left side and finds Olave. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. You look at this Eagle defense. Well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
To throw on 3rd down, Saunders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
7-7, our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Back to throw. Saunders. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Saunders escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 2.
Hey, 73, 73.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. First down, and it's Pollard again. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw. Saunders. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw. Saunders. Flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Hurts. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And defensively they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Big Jordan Davis.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Saunders. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Saunders. This is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Operating from the gun, Saunders. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rip, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on third and long. Saunders. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken it around the 40. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball banked way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Saunders swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Cowboys 7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3.
Crowd, let's get it. Hey, Silver. Hey, 73.
Once again, it's Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Swift.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
73.
Back to throw here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Throwing to start the drive. Saunders. This one taken in by Olave. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
1st down, Dallas.
Operating from the gun, Saunders. That's dumped off to Pollard. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
A gain of 13 brings up 2nd
And now an audible here into something else. Off the bootleg, Saunders. He finds his man, Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Luke Schoonmaker there to make the grab. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the 1st half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
King, Phil King, Phil King.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's ball. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Great, set.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Down right around the 25. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Dallas Goedert with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throwing to start the drive. Saunders, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Pollard will take it up the gut.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves him with third and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
The Cowboys on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Saunders. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down, Cowboys.
On 1st and 10, Saunders. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Dallas.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Come 19, come 19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. 70 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second down and 4. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers. Everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
And his kick here is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Saunders able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On 1st down, Saunders. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game going into this. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case.